Oh, hey, nurse. Yes, I'm singing again. It was actually an idea for my next video. You want to know what it is? Nurse, where are you going? Hi guys, it's me, the gaming Dr. Mada. And as you've seen, I've chased off my nurse with my singing again. You know, I'm pretty decent, right? Nurse, come on! But anyway, it got me thinking of the classic days of my youth when I was in, primary, kindergarten, high school. And I'll switch on the TV and just wait for the shows that, would always get me all hyped up for them. And one of the things that I think is a lost art is, opening themes. Anime does it a lot better these days, like you have quite a bit of them, but I feel the Western world has kind of lost it. And it makes me want to harken back to that. So today I'm going to do my first top 10 list about top 10 opening themes for, cartoons that I watched as a kid. I promise you there'll be a part 2 one of these days if you wanted it, if this gets enough, views. You can do it, guys. But before I do that, I know I will not get everything, so don't worry, this is just part 1. So let's start with top 10 gaming theme. My bad! So let's start with top 10 opening themes for cartoons. Part 1. I hope. Let's do it. So the first song I'd like to start off with is Denver, the Last Dinosaur. This is a song that I can never forget, despite, me hearing it years ago. I first heard it when my 2 older brothers were just singing it when I was a kid. And when it finally hit me with that kick, 1, 2, 3, 4, I was hooked. This show was just fun, silly, and showed a group of kids and their pet dinosaur going to have fun adventures together. And this song definitely put you in the mood for that. I can never forget it, and it'll always be what gets me all warmed up and funny in my chest whenever I play it or hear it. At number 9, we have the classic. Honestly, if you did not sing this song as a kid, you were insane. Up to now, I cannot forget any one of the lyrics. It's still the best theme of all the Turtle songs combined, and that has had a bunch of series, but this is the GOAT. This is undefeated, and it's what inspired other shows to be made. And I swear, I was always hyped when I heard this song. I would be there dancing, singing, and, being my old Raphael favorite self. So this was a fun thing, and when it was rejuvenated on KTV, I lost my mind. Of course, the show is still, a bit sketchy, as I don't think it holds up as much as you would like to believe it, because, trust me, I watched it again. And still, fun, stupid childhood memory. Number 8, Gargoyles. Now, normally I would have left out this one since it's from Disney, and I would have had a whole other Disney animated series thing, but this is one of the best songs ever, and I just wanted to pay respect to this one in particular because, my goodness, this show was just too epic to leave out. Gargoyles had such a powerful instrumental opening, and I just couldn't leave it out this time. I'm so sorry. The show with Goliath and his gang going on their adventures in Manhattan were always so powerful and impactful. This show was amazing. Well, except for the last season. I cannot lie about that. The last season was, you know what? Let's not talk about the last season. At least they kept the song, and I'll always be grateful about that. So give it a listen to when you have the chance. Number 7, The Adventures of Superman. This show is literally the best Superman show that has ever been made. I feel this was Warner Brothers at its best, showing us this epic show and many, many reasons that made Superman amazing. What I loved about this is that it took Superman seriously. It took his character seriously. And instead of making this overly powerful version of him, they made him slightly weaker, but it worked. You still felt his power, you still felt his strength, and you still believed every aspect of this character. It also gave us one of the best Lex Luthors I've ever seen put to screen, and probably the most intense Superman stories basically ever on a TV screen on a weekly basis. Sorry, I'm just gushing here. The theme had that whole hero spirit to it and was worth sitting through each and every time. Number 6, Double Dragon.
To be a dragon, you gotta be strong.
Now, many people seem to bring up a lot about the Double Dragon franchise. It's a franchise that has had the craziest longevity I've ever seen, with multiple games and horrible movies to it, which we will not talk about currently. However, this franchise had one of the first cartoons I ever remember watching. Have a quick listen to this.
Live the code of the dragon.
Now, I wish I could show you more, but I don't want to get copyright claimed by, the show's epic music people who haven't done the show in years but still want money from it somehow. But honestly, it was one of the best themes I've ever heard. The animation at the time was mind-boggling to me, and it actually inspired me to draw muscly dudes with tiny legs and build my own universe of comics. I love the passion they put into the lyrics, and the song will forever be goated. However, there are still songs that are on this list that I cannot live out, which takes us to number 5. The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest. This was it. When I saw this intro, I felt my soul floating. Literal goosebumps. I knew this series would hit hard. The build-up that it starts off with, till it punches you with the main theme. This was the first time a song actually intimidated me. I felt this was too mature for my 7-year-old mind to comprehend. 3D animated graphics for a cartoon too. Johnny Quest and his family going on epic adventures against their arch enemy, Jeremiah Surd, was so epic to me. And this song was the one that I will listen to even now when I'm just relaxing on my chair. I should really go back to Quest World and relive the story of Johnny and his group and give you a summary on this show one day. Till then, let's move on to the next spot. Number 4, Captain Planet. If you grew up in the 90s, you know this song. This was your jam. You felt like a planeteer and you wanted to take pollution down to zero. Each time I would wait for them to use the power rings to fight the many gross and weird villains that tried to stop Captain Planet from freeing mankind. And when they actually did summon the main dude, you just had really amazing feelings watching them say all their elements and our hero popping out.
Captain Planet, he's our hero.
I feel it impacted me too, as up to now I cannot even dare throw my trash out on the road without feeling guilty. This show was epic for my childhood, and I pray maybe one day you guys will have a listen to it too. Number 3, Spider-Man Radioactive. Now this show was also another one of Marvel's greats in the early to late 90s. It showed the awesomeness of our boy Peter Parker and how he went through so much as Spider-Man. The song was hard-hitting and simple and would stick in your head the whole damn day. With great power comes really great intro music. And yes, the show was so good that even though Parker never really threw a single punch, you always felt that impactful nature of it and how intense everything was. I just wish we finally would find out what happened to Mary Jane. Damn, that series was cut down too soon and wish we had more of it, in my opinion. Number 2, Batman, the animated series. I have a confession. I used to be afraid of Batman. The first time I watched the Batman movies, I was like 3 to 4 years old and I saw Joker's hand come out of the sludge after he fell in and I was just done. Or so I thought. One day I put on one of my video cassettes and I pressed play. I didn't even know what was on it at the time. Then I saw it. The WB logo with Bugs Bunny, the blimp with 2 lights, the 2 crooks looking out, then boom, the explosion. That was the moment Batman became my favorite superhero of all time. The song was epic, the atmosphere was perfect. When you finally got into the episode to hear the amazing voice of the real Batman, Kevin Conroy, you were hooked. This was and still is my favorite animated series of all time. I would watch it over and over again. And you could see that this is what sets DC apart from other shows, because they were honestly the best animators at that time, in my opinion. With Batman being my favorite superhero, how could I beat him? How could anything else beat him? I mean, what other show was there? I'm sure you already know, for those of you who grew up in the world that I did. So let's get on to number one. Number one. This song, guys, this song is simply the best one. I can't lie to you or anyone else. From start to end, you could feel the people who did the instrumentals on this thing hit it hard. You knew that this song was going to be on your phone ringtone for ages. Your eyes would light up as you would watch the cast of the series being displayed in front of you. The writers of this song knew what they were doing. Until now, you know that everyone cannot deny that the X-Men theme is the best animated TV theme of all time in terms of basically superhero cartoon series stuff. Oh, and by the way, Cyclops is way better than Wolverine, and I'll fight anyone who comes at me.
2 words for you. Suck it.
And there we go. 90s, beautiful times, beautiful music, a lot of fun. And I hope you enjoyed that list. I hope you join me for more of them, actually. I'm actually inspired. I have so many good ideas sometimes. And I honestly cannot let this die on one. I think I will go for a Disney one next. Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you enjoyed this content. Give it my all. I'm gonna be giving it my all. Just want to say I love all you guys who continue to support me, who continue to press that like button, who subscribe, who like to share. It means the world to me. And I feel like, I hope one day people will look back and say, you know what, he may not have been the perfect one, but at least he tried, yeah? So yeah, so do that. Like, comment, share, subscribe, say anything, give me suggestions, and let's talk, man. The comments are right there. They're waiting for you. That's what they're there for. So thanks, guys, and till next time, on to the next patient.